everybody else alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know the code. He knows the code. It's not about the salary.
Hello. My name is Marissa, and I am part of the Healthy Acadiana Seed Library, along with my beautiful teammates over here. Our idea is to bring a free seed lending library to Acadiana. So why a seed library? Systemic problems like food insecurity require systemic solutions. This means it must be a community, a nation, and the world all working together to solve a problem. So how does it work? First, you visit the first floor of the Lafayette Public Main Library. You browse the seeds in our catalog. You take a few packets home with you. Next, you grow the seeds in your garden. Don't worry if you don't know how to grow. We will teach you. Then donate some seeds back to our library to help us sustain our collection. So how does it address food insecurity? Food sovereignty goes well beyond ensuring that people have enough food to sustain their physical needs. The Seed Library puts the power back into the community to help us feed ourselves food that we have grown ourselves. With the help of many different organizations and people working together, we can cultivate community connections, encourage Acadiana to garden, educate our community about growing and harvesting, and saving seeds. We can build a collection of locally sourced seeds. We can connect to the traditions of growing healthy, delicious food, and nurture a culture of sharing. If given funding from the 24-Hour Citizen Project, backers, thank you for being here, we will begin planning as soon as possible, ensuring that we have a launch date of March 20th, 2023, which is coincidentally the first day of spring. The community partners of the Healthy Acadiana Coalition and some new supporters, thank you to the 24-Hour Citizen Project for that. We already had donated seeds today of okra. Thank you to Inclusion Prom. They have committed to housing the pilot seed library with the hopes of expanding. Classes centered around gardening, seed saving, nutrition and cooking, volunteers, creative processes like logo design, marketing and communications, and the celebration of a launch of this seed library. So let's talk about the ask. We are asking for $2,000 from the backers and 100% community support from everyone in this audience. Your investment into this community project will help ensure that we have the necessary funding to buy a storage cabinet to house the seeds themselves, all materials needed to save the donated seeds, print materials for resources and marketing, and a small freezer to mitigate pests. Thank you to the 24-Hour Citizen Project and this amazing opportunity to grow our idea. I'll leave you with this. Each one of you has the opportunity to be part of the solution. Thank you.
Great job, Seed Library. All right, any questions from the backers?
So, how do you keep this perpetual? I saw that you want people to redonate seeds, but if they're anything of a gardener like I am, they're never going to have any seeds to give you. So is there ways for you to continue capturing additional funding for this? And are there any plans for expanding to other libraries?
Yes, good question.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yes, that's a great question. And one of the important pieces of being able to partner with 24-Hour Citizens Project is the word citizen, because everybody in this community has an opportunity not only to check out seeds, but to bring seeds back. But correct, people are not always the best at doing that. So we are able to partner with some of our nurseries in the community. And the great thing about having all of the partners that you saw on the slide a few slides back is the fact that we have an investment already. We already have commitments from the community to not only support the library, to spread the word about the library, but also to make sure that we are able to maintain an inventory. Hope that answered the question.
So my understanding is that this has been done elsewhere in other communities and that it's extremely successful. Can you elaborate on that for us, please?
Yes, we have a great relationship with the Terrebonne Parish Library System. They have a very successful seed library program, and they've been wonderful sharing information about best practices, what types of seeds their community really enjoys, and the types of educational programs that have been very successful. And also the New Orleans Mid-City Library has been really successful. I think they were before Terrebonne Parish, and they've been a great resource as well.
Do you see an opportunity to be able to share some of the plants and vegetables and fruits that are grown from the seeds with the rest of the community? Or is it more about just sustaining the seeds and keeping that going?
What I understand from your question, yes. I think that community gardens are amazing. I also know that some people don't have the space necessary to grow a huge garden, and I think that we'll have amazing programs around container gardening. If you have an apartment, you can still grow, tomatoes in a container and have enough maybe for your neighbors or your mom or your dad, right? I think that being able to share those vegetables with people that you love, and you grew them yourself, right? I think that's really kind of cool.
Anybody else? Hello?
Okay, so I know it's going to be housed at the library, so if people want to donate seeds, and I also saw, we're checking out, you have pretty cool packaging with instructions, which is all great. Where do people bring their seeds? Who do they bring them to, and who packages them, in year 1, 2, 3, 4?
What's really good about a pilot program is that you have an opportunity to work all of those details out. The other piece of the good news is that we have a great partnership with our local library system, and they have committed to us, to the seed library, to be able to have an opportunity to have staffing to make sure that the inventory stays fresh, as well as be able to receive any donations for us. And then, of course, we'll work out all of those other things along the way, and that's why we are so appreciative of this opportunity to be able to pilot, figure out those really long-term details so that we can do it effectively, and then eventually bring it to all of the libraries throughout the parish, and hopefully maybe throughout Acadiana.
Let's give it up for Team Seed Library, guys. Great job.